How's it going, everyone? Frankenstein Gaming here with a new video. Obviously, my direct predictions didn't really pan out because I made the video before the announcement. That's what you get, Frank. Maybe we'll be right this time because they announced the Indie World and then I made a video. What's going on, guys? We got an Indie World coming at you Thursday, August 7th at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. Dana, my dog, is very excited. Yes, I got a dog a few months ago. I think like in April. So, you know, that's a hard launch, as the kids say. But we're gonna go over really quick, like what I think is gonna be shown, maybe some surprises, and you know what this all means for the future. So let's get into it. All right. So Indie World, what are we talking about? So to kick things off, YouTuber Switch Force actually leaked that there was going to be a Nintendo presentation, using that word, this week. It turns out they were correct. Trust in Switch Force. That they're doing a direct this week, Indie World to be more specific, because people are getting really weird about semantics, whether it's direct, Indie World presentation. A Nintendo showcase, we can call it, is happening on Thursday. They mentioned that this was part of a three-pronged plan. The first was the partner direct, partner showcase, whatever we're calling it. Second is the Indie World, and then the third would be a big general direct that we were all hoping that would happen with the partner direct. So this is phase 2, if we're believing this rumor, which is still a rumor. That's what we're talking about. So that's exciting. That's really cool. They also mentioned that there would be a shadow drop in this and a demo. So whether that's one and the same or they're two different things remains to be seen. Right off the rip, we're going to say it. For those people who are fans, maybe we'll get Hollow Knight, Silk Song, finally. Because it's an indie. And Gamescom is like 2-3 weeks away. Will that happen? Probably not. It's probably bigger than an Indie World at this point. And I think Microsoft has some sort of marketing deal. I don't know for sure. I don't really care. You can hate me all I want. It's just not for me. I'm excited for those who are excited for it. But I gotta throw the prediction in there just because, you know, everyone's gonna say, oh, Silk Song, yada, yada, yada. So, Silk Song, maybe. Hades 2, also an indie, could probably maybe happen. I actually think that is way more likely than Silk Song to show up because it was supposed to be coming to Switch 2 rather soon. And just a reminder, this is for Switch 1 and Switch 2, not just for Switch 2. So, Silk Song could totally happen. Or, see what I did there? Hades 2 could totally happen. I could see it being a thing. Those two are like the easy, like, gimme predictions that probably you're going to see a lot of people talk about. And then it gets a little more complicated from there. Alright, so I could see a few things happening here. Maybe we get, this has been rumored for a bit, or maybe at least people really wanting it. I could see UFO 50 being announced for the Switch and Switch 2. I've heard good things about it. I haven't personally played it just yet, but that could be an easy get. That would be fun. I really would like Stardew Valley to get an update for the Switch 2 to use mouse controls. I think that would be such a cool feature. Speaking of Stardew Valley, Haunted Chocolatier, like seeing something new for that with Concerned Ape would also be a nice little Indie World update. I don't know if that's all going to happen along with Hades and Silk Song if they're all in there, but that would be really banging. Technically, Clair Obscur is an indie. Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Do I think it's gonna be here? No, definitely not. It's way too big at this point. I feel like that's full direct material. But I'm gonna throw it in there because if I'm right, that's amazing. I haven't bought it yet, but if it's wrong, then it's wrong. And that's what it is. Maybe we'll get Hairbrush Simulator. I don't really know. But point is, it is technically an indie, so it could be in there. You know, maybe we get something cool like Phasmophobia. That's technically an indie. I would love to know your guys' comments below on what you think we will maybe see. There's some other games like, maybe I guess Deep Rock Galactic would count, or Deep Rock Survivor. I mean, we've gotten games like Pizza Tower and Balatro that have been announced or shown in Indie Worlds prior. So, you know, stuff like that could show up. There's a lot of indies. We're totally going to see some farm sim indies, which I love. We're not going to see, you know, crazy stuff. You know, like, don't expect to see Nintendo first party stuff, please. It's an indie world, but you never know. I don't know. It could be a lot of things. There's also obviously going to be stuff we don't know about. I also think we could see Slay the Spire 2. I know that's, at least I think it's only been announced for PC so far, but you know, with the mouse controls for Switch 2, you never know. Could be. There's also this game called Peak, which I've been seeing a lot of people play. That could be fun to see on Switch 2. And also Blueprints. I could see maybe one of those coming. And you know, there's tons of indies, so these are always a little harder to predict. And obviously there's going to be new announcements. Keep in mind, it's only 15 minutes. I believe in Japan it's actually 20, so just temper expectations that way. These are only predictions. It's fun to speculate, but you don't be disappointed. You got to go in and just enjoy the ride, as they say. All right, so those are my predictions for the Indie World on August 7th at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let's see if I get anything right. Maybe I'll probably get a little more right than I did on the other predictions video, but you never know. As always, remember to like, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what your thoughts are and what you predict to show up. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks again. Later.